your blessing.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Let the valuation be. The market is on. Right. Investing in victory means playing the long game. I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength. Steady.
Okay, I think I'm all set up. Hey, Xavier, good to see you. All right, guys. So I wasn't able to stream at the moment, but I was able to get a Golden Gears run done. I decided to switch over to Elation to see how that would work. As you can see, it was starting to look a little dicey at one point, but we were able to pull it off in the end. I got some really good blessings, and combine that with some of the new Air Edition blessings, we could do some great stuff. Let's accelerate ourselves now. Where were we? Oh, the challenges, yeah. I did get hit by the beams once. Oh, yeah, here we go. There we go, we go into the Jetbird fight. How are y'all doing, by the way, chat? This is gonna be on the playlist. It's just gonna be a casual stream because I just want a Gamba, and then just in case, on the off chance I get a 5-star again or whatever, that I'm actually gonna get it for real. Also, I almost lost again. There were so many times where I was like, how the hell am I gonna win this? I'm amazed it came together the way it did at the end. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I should do with these enemies because the support function. I don't want to screw myself over because they're gonna fucking kill me with their blast damage. It's like, okay, my health is way too low for that. But it's like, okay, it should be safe for me to kill him. Coming back home from Minnesota now? Awesome! Are you gonna take the... You're taking the car, right? If I recall correctly, or was it something else? Japard. Kind of hoping I would be able to kill him without triggering Numby, but we'd have to see first. Thankfully, we have some abundant stuff to help out.
What are you looking at?
Yep, that got us to the second phase like I wanted.
Stay focused. On my command.
It's gonna hurt. Yep. Have Herta.
Do you know who I am?
Driven back, yes. Good, then I hope you have a safe drive back. Safe journeys. Like, look at the damage, though. The damage is insane. Elation is so busted with Topaz. And Herta and Himiko help as well. Yeah, I'm like, when do I do this? Here we go.
Do you know who I am?
Perfect. Do this. Get some freezes, if I can. Nice. We got able to delay them, thanks to it being a follow-up attack. Again, so many ways this run could have gone sideways.
No manners, huh?
Come on. Do that.
Everything is ridiculous. Stars, give these trailblazers.
Of course, we're gonna win now because Jeppy dies right here. Beautiful. And then afterward... Alright, so we're going to Herta. Big last thing on the run. I revived Himiko already. Now, like I said, I think the best decision was to remove Himiko from... Asta from the team. Because I felt like the problem is that Asta's attack buff for other enemies cannot make up for the help of another DPS on the team. I don't think your speed buff is that worth it either. I just think if you can kill the enemy fast enough, it's better to have 3 DPS units in SimUni. I was just trying to figure out what exactly buffs I was going to do, but as you can see, I had so much stuff. Elation, Erudition, Hunt, Remembrance for the extra freezes. It was a pretty stacked list, I'm not going to lie. Now, we see Argenti. I'm like, how do I want to handle this? I wanted to try to see if I could save my stuff for his first phase, so we could use our ults efficiently last time. There we go. Yeah, because I'm pausing a lot.
Risk warning.
It's like, how do I do this? I was gonna try to get him to 50%. So all I need is one of those things to go down to 50, and then Herta would be able to do the rest. So it's like, okay, go for the boss. Boom.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Make sure that we're all healed up. Have Himiko.
Honored to meet me.
Give me what I want. Same thing with here. In the end, we were going to be fine there, so it's like, okay, this break is going to win us it. And there it was. Then we wait till he summons.
You won't get away.
This, I'm kind of sad that this got triggered first with Himiko, but it's fine, because we're going to trigger it again. Oh no, he heals. God, I'm so glad he had abundance. If it was anything else, I would have, like, killed myself. The PlayStation's record feature is so useful. Yeah, I know, I love this. I was like, gosh. I was like, I can't, this was the run I won. I really wish I did this on, I could have done this on, stream. I was like, okay, I'll just record the last 30 minutes. This was a really good run, too. It always seems like I have the best runs when I'm not streaming. Just my luck. Beautiful. Look at that! Wait, let's go back. Just look at what happened there.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I know it's
1,280,000. And Herta then proceeded to do another 1,399,000 with her follow-up attack. Because she does one swing for each enemy that hits 50%, and that includes when she's doing the first swing, so it just chains together into this monstrosity of damage. And then Himiko goes in because the brakes, and boom. This I find funny how all these have to trigger before you can go to phase 3. She got the barrier, which was really good. We were able to go next, so I was like, okay, we gotta save it still, so let's just go for the break.
You won't get away.
Like that. Boom. And then we do it again. I was considering whether or not to use Hua Hua here, but I was like, no, we'll do Hua Hua third.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
perhaps you still don't understand.
Now Herta gets to go.
Desire to control the heavens.
Actually, how much did Herta do with that ult?
You know who I... This big diamond!
I wasn't paying attention to the number.
Yours!
She, again, you can tell Herta's the weaker of the members just because she only doesn't even crack a mill with that. Like, she definitely needs more investment on her relics.
Still don't
Hey,
understand.
Victor Gaming. Happy New Year, Loki. Happy New Year to you, too.
I'm no exception.
Oh, God, that's beautiful. Boom. And there we go. The things I do for beauty. I got an achievement for, that's basically an achievement saying, hey, kill Argenti without any of his ads doing anything. They literally never activated. And then I got a Curio, a little too late if you ask me. But we did it. So, Broadened Cognition Association. You watch in horror as a myriad of spices scatter before you, and some spicy scents infiltrate your nostrils. You know the beginning of all this, the terrifying inorganic... What? Me reading faster than I can speak. Basically, you know, basically this was more, Machine Empire stuff. Someone in the IPC got compromised, started turning other people into, like, anti-organic, like, cyborg mechs, like the Borg from Star Trek or something. And, like, everything went to hell. And then, we left, and Herta basically said, hey, how about you do that again? they have a bet, apparently, trying to figure out who actually killed the Machine Emperor. Herta bets it was Pokakakamond, because, you know, Pokakakamond's all about that murdering all the Genius Society members, and apparently also, like, destroying all evidence of her face from all records of her in the universe. While I think the IPC bot thinks it was, someone from the IPC that did it, because the IPC is the best ever! And basically Herta bet on whether or not the simulated universe rights get sent over to the IPC or not. By the way, don't tell Ron May and Screwlum. I think I should even mention Steven. Negative streamer luck, yeah, that's definitely it. Anyway, let's do what we're all here for. 180. We are getting closer and closer to that fabled 300. I have Bronya now, so really I just want Japard. Again, other characters I would love to get 5 stars for would be Clara or Welt. The only ones I don't want are Yang Qing and Bailu. So let's see. Am I feeling lucky? 5 star, 5 star, 5 star! No, 5 star. Darn. Okay, so what do I want for 4 stars? Hanya. Not Lynx, because we're getting a free Lynx from Pure Fiction. Obviously not any 4-star I already have as 6. E6. Come on. Oh god, you're gonna really make me wait, huh? Oh no. It's gonna be the last one. Why? Why you? Why you? Well, she's gonna be on Kafka's banner, which means I guess she's gonna be a free refund at least. I guess.
Sooner or later, I'll make my mark in history.
At least it's not Don Hung. At least it's not Don Hung. Alright, so I'm gonna have E6 Hook, E6 Sushong, and E6 Natasha by the time we're done with Kafka's banner. Yes, here we go again. Come on, man, just give me another Hanya. I want more Hanya. I'm already sad I didn't get Shui. We can't have both sisters. I'm gonna have to wait until Shui comes back on something. Who knows, maybe she'll be back on Sparkle's banner or something because they're quantum. I'm actually, okay, so like, I'm really hopeful that we're gonna get, I don't know, like, where Misha's gonna be, because now we can have, 4 stars on the first warps, right? But I'm really hopeful that wherever Misha is, it's going to be able to, complement whoever I want to roll more for. Like, I'm willing to, like, keep rolling on, like, Black Swan, if, to get E6 Misha. I'm not so sure about Sparkle. Again, the problem is, I only have 5 temples right now. Okay, great. I should say that. I also have, like, the actual temples here, but I'm talking in terms of Jade. So, like, I almost have, like, 7 temples in total. But that doesn't, that's like a guarantee, that's almost a guarantee of 1 5-star. And, like, after wailing for Kafka, potentially for her E2, I don't know if I'm willing to wail for Black Swan yet. If I do, then Sparkle will be easy to guarantee. I don't know, it's gonna depend on how much we can get from the new planet and story and stuff. In terms of farming, like, honestly, we're doing pretty good here. Now it's like getting different paths and different stuff. The conundrum level is gonna be cool. It's basically additional difficulty sliders. You can go up to 12 on the hardest difficulty. So if you thought that Torch's difficulty was too easy, you can make it even tougher, which I think is cool. More challenge content. I hope they actually do that for, like, maybe they won't do it for Swarm Disaster, but I hope they do that in the future as well. We also have so much story stuff here to unlock for more Jades. What was it that I need here, by the way? Hello? There we go. We need 40 dice phases, which I actually don't remember how you unlock these. I think it's by doing story stuff. I think by unlocking the different story routes you do it. We need to beat it one more time for this too. And then the warping, we'll get this with Kafka, so. We're pretty... Yeah, we're pretty much set for this battle pass, I think. Once I get this stuff and move on, we should be able to finish everything off. I got Silver Wolf to 75. Her traces are in a pretty good spot. Again, I'm not doing her for DPS, so I'm not going to bother with this for the time being. I might upgrade these, though, after Kafka and stuff. Again, we're just going to have to see. Because I have to save for both Sparkle and Black Swan, too. At the very least, I need to get this Light Cone up, because if I don't get Black Swan's Light Cone, I need to at least get something like this done. Because she's going to be paired with Kafka all the time, for sure. Qingque, we need better relics on Qingque, I realized. I'm currently farming for relics on my healers and support stuff. I got this one on Huohe. This is really good. Like, if this crit damage with speed, it'd be perfect. But as is, it's not bad. This needs to get replaced. And I could do better on these two. So I need, like, speed boots of something here, and these here. I actually think I want to try to get speed boots on the hacker set, or sorry, the messenger set, just so that way I can guarantee that I can craft the other stuff without having to worry about needing a, what's it called? A self-modeling resin. Because I don't want to farm. I don't want to farm for this or this, because these are like, this is so basic. We get it for like everything. It's just fodder. It's not as productive. Yeah, I'd rather just be like, hey, let's craft this. In fact, maybe I should do that now. We can wait. I was looking through the wiki and it has very useful information that some wandering nobles drop golden sunflowers. All I could say is that I got one near Langdell to drop one. That's cool. I wonder if it's like, if there's like a specific reason for the type, or if they just said, we'll give some of them variety. Yeah. Another problem is going to be figuring out what we're going to be farming for stuff in the future. I'm thinking we farm World 7. Because this is going to be useful, for sure. And this will definitely be useful. Do I have, though, orbs for Sparkle? Actually, don't know. No. Let's look at Prisoner of Deep Confinement. We don't care about Penacony. Firmament, yeah. Alright, this one is Wind. It has effect hit rate, so that's good, but crit rate is awful. If that was attack, it'd be better. Honestly, I could still farm for this one. The problem is Yingqing. The problem is Yangqing. Thankfully, we're getting a free Doctor Ratio, so that's going to make him easier to do, and we'll have Kafka. Once I have Kafka, I think Yangqing will be like a walk in the park for us to farm, so we'll see. I don't remember when the double rewards on planar sets is out, so we'll have to see on that. Yeah, the only other option I'd want is to farm... No, it's 3. Yeah. Wait, add max HP by 12% when your speed reaches 120 or higher. All allies attack increased by 8%. That's really good for dot units especially, which I'm going to have Huohe on. But right now, I just think it'd be more efficient for me to do this set. Increase effect res by 10% when effect res is 30% or higher. All allies crit damage increases by 10%. I think that would be really good to have in general. But again, we'll see. If I'm really feeling it, we'll just do World 3, which I think has Gepard. Again, that's a boss that, like Yangqing... Oh. That's a boss that, like Yangqing, I want to have either Kafka or Dr. Ratio leveled. Decisions. Oh, I have all this stuff now. I mean, I guess I can recycle this into Kafka's Light Cone. Yeah, we don't need any of these. God, it doesn't even level it up significantly. Like, what a joke. God, the leveling. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on this light cone as we get ourselves up there. I think we're still a little short right now at the moment, but again, I don't think it matters too much. The big focus is getting Lynx up after, well, not compromising our position on Kafka. Because once we have Lynx, everything will fall into place, I think. 284? Lynx needs relics, though, too, which is another reason I need to start farming. I need more energy regen ropes, too. I don't have enough of these. Gosh, there's just so much stuff I gotta do, chat. But I'm at the position where I'm mostly just trying to get my units up to snuff. We're almost there. We're almost there. Like, Topaz is decent enough. Himiko is decent enough. Asta is decent enough. Haha, we're working on her, but she's doing okay at the moment. Gwenaifen, she's pretty much fine. Yeah. Chingchue could use better relics, honestly. I feel like she needs, she just needs more crit damage. She needs more crit rate substats and more crit damage.
Not good for work or overtime.
If I can get a crit damage, chest piece, that'd be really great for her. But I need the substats to be perfect otherwise. Herda's underwhelming. She really, really needs better relics. And I'm not sure if Grand Duke set is really good for her. It's too inconsistent, I think. But it's the best I got right now because I don't want to farm for her relics proper. I might regret that when Pure Fiction comes around, but we'll see. Silverwolf. Silverwolf is honestly pretty perfect. Now that I've leveled up her relics a bit. Her effect hit rate is at the 80% threshold it needs to guarantee. And that threshold gets lower the more we level her traces, so if I ever start leveling them in the future, she's like golden. Like, this piece could be better. This piece, I'm honestly pretty happy with. Same with this piece. Again, it could have speed instead of crit damage, but that's fine for now. And this one, of course, is the speed one with the effect hit rate, effect res, and attack. Like, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're pretty solid on that. So yeah, then once... Yeah, so what's gonna happen probably is we're gonna get Kafka instantly maxed out. Then once Kafka's maxed out, we work on getting Lynx up so she can replace Natasha on our team, while working on getting relics for all our healers and supports, so that way they're on par. Once Lynx is at 75? When Pure Fiction comes out, we'll get our E6 Lynx, and that'll be... What does E6 Lynx even do? Boost max HP, increase the effective survival response by amount equal to 6%. Oh, that basically just makes things stronger. Also works on continuous healing, yeah. Oh, no, wait. Lynx, and increase the effect res by 30. Oh my god, effect res by 30? Holy hell, Lynx. Lynx is already at 12%. And it could go higher for sure. Yeah, it could go to 18% here. If I get proper relics, that'd be pretty good. I want to keep Penacony on Lynx. Yeah, this is actually really good. Yeah, HP Orb for Penacony. Yeah, I just need an energy regen rope that isn't blue. Yeah, I might farm. I might farm Yingqing after, It depends on when the double reward drops are, but if it's during Kafka's thing, we may get Kafka maxed out and do like Nihility runs to get rid of Yingqing. Gosh, that is so many decisions. So many decisions. But yeah, once that's done, then next banner is Black Swan. My question is, can I get Black Swan, Black Swan farmed up? Not in terms of traces, because those are going to require us to farm the new stuff from the new planet. And we can use some of our universal traces, but it's not going to be as good as it could be. Where is it? Yeah, this stuff. Again, this stuff is fine, but I don't think it's going to be enough to fully get Black Swan. Because, like, how much do these things cost? They're worth 1. Yeah, these are worth like 3 to 3, so it costs like 9. Like this is worth 9 of the greens, so it's like what do I have? 198. So yeah, that's not nearly enough. Yeah, that's barely like what 18 of them, maybe 19. That's like what, like 2 traces at like higher level. So like yeah, this is nowhere near enough. We're gonna have to farm for Black Swan for sure. But maybe we can at least get all of our traveler's guides and our credits up. Maybe. I mean, it's gonna be we're gonna be able to make at least I think 2 million during Kafka's warp. And I don't think all of that goes to Link, so we might be able to make it. Anyway. Yeah, so, like, once that happens, we're then going to probably try to work on getting Sparkle farmed up ahead of time. And then I'm going to not probably spend money and or roll on characters for at least 1 patch, because I think I'm skipping Sam. I really, really was interested in getting Sam, but now that I'm definitely getting Sparkle, it's like, damn, I don't think I can save up for it. And I want to save up for Aventurine, so I think we're going to be cruising on what we got from our next banner. Because once we have our Mono Quantum team set up, I think I'm pretty solid. Yeah, so this will be for Misha, room service. I can't think of a better, yeah, I can't think of a better, support right now, so I don't know what we're gonna do with our healer here. And then we're gonna have Misha, and who was the other one I wanted to put in this team? I think it was Bronya? I have to double check that. This one's gonna be for Kafka. This is with Dr. Ratio, so we'll have Topaz, Dr. Ratio, Silverwolf, and Huahua. This will give us the ultimate debuff follow-up team we'll need. This is for Topaz Hypercarry. We have Himiko here. I think we could do without her, though. Yeah, it's gonna really depend. I don't know, I feel like this is one of those moments where I'm like, God, if Sam really synergized with Topaz, I might want to go for Sam, but we'll see. And then yeah, all our other teams are pretty much set. When's the next story update? So what's, how much time do we have left? Okay, so we still have 2 weeks of Ruanmei's banner, and then it's 3 weeks of Kafka's. So, and then I think there's like a few days after that, so we more or less have like a month and a half before we get, the 2.0 update, which will take us to Penacony. This is going to be the last filler patch, basically. Which, granted, we still have tons of content. I have the old event from, like, 1.4 I haven't done. So we still have the Tales of the Fantastic to finish. We still have Critter Pick, which, again, I think it's almost done. I think we just have, like, the one last mission as an epilogue. And then it's just endgame combat content and Golden Gears to do in the meantime. So it's going to be a good while before we get lots of story-heavy stuff for main mission. Yeah, and we're going to be spending most of that time, like, getting up resources. Because it's like, okay, if it's, like, 5 weeks from now, that means we still have... We have 5 more pulls we can get from the shop, right? So... This refreshes every month. So, yeah, okay, this is going to refresh in a month from now, right? When January's done. So, in a month from now, we'll get another one of these before the patch drops. So, we'll have 5 more here. I'm making, like, I think... How much does this give you? Like... Yeah, I think it's like 90 or 100 and something. No, yeah, it's 90 jades a day. And I think this gives me a little more? Yeah, so this is 30, 60. Okay, so it's 90 plus 60, so it's 150. So it's almost a pull every day when we combine those. we add that all up over the course of another another 5 weeks. At least be able to guarantee the temple. And again, if I don't dip into these funds by just wailing for Kafka, I might be able to save enough to get Black Swan without needing to wail for her, but we'll see. I'm really liking Black Swan the more I look at her, chat. I really am. Really, it's just a question of, do I want to get multiple copies of her or not, you know? And how much am I willing to spend on a gacha game? How much am I willing to make obviously bad financial decisions for gaming? And how funny would it be? I don't know. I don't know. We're not, this is not going to be done until, like, summer, for sure, at the pace we're going. Maybe Penacony's going to help accelerate that by adding new means of getting, tickets and stuff. I know Golden Gears added new ways, right? Like, aren't there, like, a few ways for me to get tickets here? No, not really, actually. Yeah. Oh, you know what it was? It was for doing these, because these automatically unlocked, right? So, like, wasn't there one? Yeah, this one. I got 2 for that. But yeah, we're not going to get, like, these types of endgame content every time. I'm expecting in, like, 2.1, we're going to get World 9. And it's going to probably have Argenti as the boss, if I had to guess, right? Because now we finally got, what was it, 1.6? No, it was 1.5 when the 1.3... No, this was... No, actually, Yanqing came out in 1.2, didn't he, right? Yeah, he came out in 1.2. As far as, like, story boss missions went. And he didn't get added as a boss until, like, 1.5, last patch, right? Or was it 1.4? No, it was, well, yeah, last patch, 1.5. So, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Argenti, I think we're going to get World 9 with Argenti probably in, like, 2.1, I think. I don't know when they're going to add, what was the other boss that they, No, actually, I think it is only Argenti. Yeah, because they're not going to add, Scaricabaz, because he's, Echo of War. I don't think they add those to Simuni. We'll try not to waste all your money. We'll try. Can't promise I'll succeed, but I'll try. Anyway, I think I've got what my plans are. Ultimately, the question is, can I budget myself, in-game at least? Be able to not have to, like, grind and farm so long after the characters are out. Like, Kafka, we're getting her day 1. Dr. Ratio, unfortunately, he may be benched for a while, because we need to focus on getting Lynx up there. My big scare is that in 2.1, they're going to release the rerun for Fushuen. Because I guess I got there at the tail end of Fushwen's warp, and I didn't roll for her, and I'm kind of regretting that now. Only because I feel like Fushuen as a 5-star preservation. One, I need preservation units. There's too many cases where the enemies just one-shot me. It doesn't matter that they're my healer, right? You can't heal through a death. So that's a problem. And another huge problem is that the Fushuen is Quantum. So she can replace Lynx in my Mono Quantum team. And then I have 5 stars for pretty much everyone except for Qingque, right? Yeah, it's going to be Qingque, Sparkle, Fushuen, and Silverwolf. And then I'll be able to basically have that team deal with any content, because Silverwolf will guarantee the quantum weakness on whatever boss enemy we target. We're also going to probably keep doing the Battle Pass. One, because it helps me actually keep up with what I need to do, and 2, because I kind of want to move on from this light cone to get the... Where's the Qingque one? Here it is. To get this one to S5. So I'm going to get, like, S2 this month, and then, like, we do 3 more months of this, and then, woo! That'll at least help make up for That'll help make up for all the opportunity I've lost having to level up characters and stuff unnecessarily to get where we are at. In game at least. Exactly, in game at least. We can't guarantee that I'm budgeting appropriately outside, but we'll see. All I have to say is, thank you for supporting me with the book money. At least I can guarantee I will not spend all my book money on this. That's for sure. If I did, I'd have bigger problems to worry about than just Gottsuck. God. Yeah, Hanya's getting benched for so long, and I hate it. I really don't want to bench Hanya, but again, I don't have her sister Shui. And like, I only would want her for Misha, but Misha's probably not going to get built either for a little bit because, again, I just have so many other characters to focus on. Dr. Ratio needs to get built because he's just such a good 5-star DPS. I don't know what light cone we're going to give him. It may just be we give him the Dan Heng light cone. Just increase his attack and just see when have his crit rate go up when there's fewer enemies. Again, that could be really good. What else do we got? Honestly, that's really it. The only other option I really have is swordplay. Which, okay, to be fair, I could put swordplay on my Topaz and give Topaz's light cone to my Dr. Ratio. The problem is, I don't have this leveled up, and even if I did have it leveled up, it's only super in position 2. So Topaz is going to be objectively worse off than if she was at S5. Because at S5, this is superior to this, as far as Topaz is concerned. Ratio doesn't have as many, like, I don't feel like Ratio is going to get as much value out of this compared to Topaz. Because Topaz is always maxing this stuff out on one Numby attack, because Numby hits 7 times. Was Ratio, from what I understand, only hits once. So he has to hit once with his follow-up attack, like 5 times, plus his normal stuff with his skills. And granted, that's possible. I just think bosses are going to be dead by that point. Like, it's not going to get as much value as it could. Have you ever took a closer look at Melania's left hand? Nope. I have not. Honestly, if I get more superimpositions for this, I'd be more than happy to level it to max. Until then, I might just sacrifice Topaz's damage and consider her more as a support unit for Ratio until we get her maxed out. But either way, I need to get her relics up. Because look at this. She currently has, ignoring the crit rate from this, what is that, 34? 34 crit rate on a hunt character is embarrassing. Granted, she has some... That's not her. There we go. Granted, I haven't used her crit rate increase here, which I really should. So I do need to do that. That does need to get done on the agenda. And if I'm farming for Dr. Ratio, I may as well farm to get Topaz here done. And the question is, who do I max out? I'm going to probably do Hua Hua as far as my healer is concerned, especially with Hua's ultimate benefiting. So we'll probably try to max out Hua Hua. I'm probably not going to do it for Lynx. I don't think Lynx is worth trying to max out. So it'll be Topaz, Hua Hua, obviously Kafka, Black Swan, maybe Sparkle. We'll see. Probably Qingque, because I really just enjoyed Qingque. And we're probably... I'm assuming Qingque is going to be on Sparkle's banner, and I'll get her E6. Because once we get her E6, and she's getting a skill point back with her Enhanced Basic... That's going to do so much for her skill point economy, and then we combine that with Sparkle's ability to restore skill points. And it's going to be just bonkers. I want this next time when Silverwolf comes around. I want to get her E2. Yeah. I don't... Silverwolf's another character I might max out, honestly. Just because she's such a good as a debuffer and a flexible unit overall. So yeah, I think it's going to be like Silverwolf will max out, Black Swan, Kafka, Qingque, Hua Hua, Topaz, and maybe Dr. Ratio. Again, depends on how much I like him as a unit. I really liked him in the story, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and then somewhere down the line we start leveling our other dot units with like Luca and Sampo. The problem is they're gonna have to be on the bench because I don't have enough light cones as is with Nihility. Like I really don't know what to give. Like if yeah, so I give Silver Wolves to Black Swan. We're gonna keep this on Gwenifin because she benefits a lot from it. Again, we're not using Silver Wolf right now as a sub DPS, so I don't think Good Night Sleep Well is worth it for her. Solitary Healing. I mean, it gives break effect. You know, I'm gonna actually have to look up and see what's better. Good Night Sleep Well at S2 or this maxed out. Because we're gonna slowly get the superimpositions from this every 2 weeks. So if I get that to S5... If I get, yeah, Solitary Healing to S5 from her to shop, then I might put that on Gwenifin. I wanted this for Luca. The problem is Luca's not built. That's the problem. Gosh, I just need one more Nihility Light Cone that gives me effect hit rate. Like, if I get Sampo's Light Cone, Eyes of the Prey or whatever, it'll all work out. The best way I can describe it is that it looks like it started to rot away and then someone decided to use gold thread as a skin graft. But that's only my first impression. I'm not entirely sure that's what's happening. It makes sense in terms of Mikola. But I've never looked too closely at her arm, so I couldn't tell you. The fact it's her left hand, though, and not her other arm, which obviously rotted off, does lead me to believe what you're saying as your impression. I would want to say that's accurate, but again, that could just be biased, because that sounds like it makes sense, so we'll have to look at that. Yeah, so I think we're just going to farm in Sim Universe in the future. The problem is just figuring out how much we can do without compromising our 5 stars coming next patch. And figuring out who I want to prioritize more for playing our sets. Yeah, so we'll see how the schedule goes. Until then, like, what am I supposed to do, right? I can only do so much planning off the top of my head. So if it comes out like in a week or two, so like before Kafka's banner drops, I think we should farm the deer at 7 and have that be our double drops. Rudolin Arena, we could always get better stuff for our various characters who use that, and I will give Hua Hua a really good piece here if I can. We'll see. That way, at the very least, Hua Hua's gonna be good for that type of team, and then later I can worry about making sure Hua Hua has a good dot unit set for the dots. Where is it? Yeah, World 3. Then we can farm this later. What's the other option it goes with? I mean, that's okay. Space Sealing Station seems like it's a worse version of... Yeah, Space Sealing Station is basically a worse version of Glamoth if you... Yeah, it's a worse version of Glamoth if you can't reach the speed thresholds. Because we want to have all our units to have at least 135, if not 160. What are... I think Kafka's pretty much set, though, in terms of pieces, right? I keep on messing with these so badly. Speed, crit rate, HP, attack. If it had effect hit rate, it'd be perfect. This has effect hit rate. Yeah, this is probably the best piece overall. I see why I locked it. But we could still farm for better. These are all attack boots. We need speed boots for Kafka. I like this better, honestly, because it has the higher effect hit rate. The effect res goes down, but who cares? It has crit rate, which again, Kafka doesn't really need crit, but I guess it's nice to have. I'd rather have more speed if I can, but the problem with speed is such a rare roll. What's this? Speed, crit damage, effect. I mean, it has effect rate and speed. The crit damage, though, is kind of sucky. This is very good, break effect and effect hit rate. But again, if this thing gets attacked, it'd be perfect. In fact, you know what? We are gonna level this thing, so. Alright, what stat do you get? Break effect? Okay. Okay. What could make this good? Honestly, it's not that great. Yeah, these are just not great. It's not worth, like, trying to put a level in them and hope. These are already determined, right? Like I said, this one is decided. Let's see if we can get attack percentage. This piece is looking the more I look at it like this. But, like, it's the best we got for Kafka right now. And then this, like I said, we need more speed. Not less attack. And then this. This is our lightning one. Break attack. It doesn't have effect hit rate, but the rest is good. Yeah, this is the best we got right now, but we could farm for more. Hey, Tomioka Gyu! I want Ron Mei! Everyone wants Ron Mei. Except for me, it seems. She is a very good unit, from what I can tell. And she's especially good if you have the flexibility to be able to break with whatever team you got. Quite a laid-back stream. Yeah, it is. It's like I said, it's going to be a short, laid-back stream today. I'm ready to end this at any moment. It's a really hard to describe visually, especially with this text limit. Yep, I can understand that totally, Xavier. Hey, Tomioka, are you new to this chat, by the way? Welcome on in. It's good to have you. Like I said, it's going to be a very casual stream today. Like I said, it could end, like, in the next 5 minutes or so. I think I've gone over everything I want. Like, I don't... Is there anything else that I need to start thinking about for the planning? No, it's just planar sets, relics, maybe traces. We are good on Kafka's traces. And light cone stuff is good. So yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that. That's the crazy lady, right? Ron Mei, yeah, that's our little mad scientist who decided that she wanted to create a galaxy-destroying emanator of propagation that nearly took over and consumed the universe. Almost caused universal destruction. Hey, I want to bring it back. I'll just clone it. I gotta figure out what emanators are. Yeah. She's a little quirky. What light cones are on, Oh, actually, has that been announced? I actually don't remember. Let me check the 1.6 live stream. I don't remember if that's actually been confirmed. I don't think it has, but what light cones are on there could decide... what I plan for. Because if I'm wailing for a light cone anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have Shui. Alright, Kafka. No, they don't show it. Darn. That sucks. If I don't know her light cones that's going to be with them, I can't plan around getting something good, potentially. I can't recreate geniuses, so I'll recreate demigods. Well, that was the point, right? She wanted to create geniuses because she was trying to create an emanator of erudition, right? So in order to get an emanator of erudition, she needed to create a genius, because that's what all the Genius Society are. They are emanators who have received Noose's gaze for being geniuses, hence the Genius Society. That's why they're all invited together. But the problem is that she's failing. She doesn't understand how to create geniuses. She's only able to create smarter creatures. So she's like, okay, I failed to create geniuses. That's something I still don't quite understand. Okay, maybe I should try something more primitive and pure, right? So she goes for propagation, which its entire thing is just propagating. Just make more of me, bro. Make sure I don't die out. Let me just keep on adding more of myself, right? With the whole life thing, right? So she turns to the swarm and uses the data from the swarm disaster in order to create her clone of Scaricabaz, right? And the problem for her is that her Scaricabaz clone is not a true emanator. It can't even survive in combat for more than 56 seconds before literally self-destructing. So it's like... And ultimately... In fact, you know what? Yeah, ultimately... There's a, I didn't put the trailer on the stream. Maybe I'll do that, like, next time or something. But, like, there's a trailer where she outright acknowledges that she's trying to get all this knowledge in the hopes that she will become a god, an Eon. Because, again, that's her obsession, is just trying to understand the essence of life, right? She's trying to find the soul beyond all the chemicals and chemical reactions that make up the biological body, which she's absolutely more familiar with than anyone in the universe, right? Yeah, exactly. The thing with Raw May, which I find her interesting as a character but terrible as a person, is that she's so paranoid, which apparently has some trauma behind it. I'm sure we'll figure out what that is in the future. But she's so paranoid about other people that she can't trust them. And yet at the same time, she feels like it's absolutely necessary that we be her assistant and help her in everything. She wants us to basically be our guinea pig, and she's like, okay, I'll drug you to basically blackmail you into helping me, and then I'll make it where you forget it all because I can't trust you not to do, like, snitch on me or something, like, after all this has been taken care of, right? So it's very interesting to see how she thinks and operates and how she tries to use us and stuff. But she's a terrible person. So she's really crazy, yeah. Again, it's very obvious that she's a woman who's she's, like, socially awkward, completely detached. She has that trauma that adds to her paranoia. But the overwhelming problem is the fact that she's so smart and she understands the biological, makeup and engineering. Like, she understands the math behind the human condition, but she doesn't understand what makes someone human, right? She doesn't know the soul. And that's what seems to be driving her. She wants to try to find the soul of that thing that makes us people beyond just all that biological matter. And that's what seems to have led her into understanding emanators, because that falls under a similar issue of what makes an emanator, how long have they existed, what exactly makes them different on a fundamental level, you who have been gazed at by an Eon versus an ordinary person who hasn't. Like, she's trying to figure out what the key is there in order to unravel the secrets of life in general. And becoming a god seems to be a byproduct of that. If she happens to be able to rise to, and ascend to an Eon status, that probably means that she'll have all the knowledge that she sought anyway, so she probably doesn't care that she'll be subsumed by her path, whatever that would be. I could see her becoming, like, the path of, what's the word? Not path of, life, but, like... Well, I guess, like, path of vitality, I suppose, would be the idea. But I feel like that could cause conflicts with, like, Yaosha, because she's the path of abundance, which is all about, like, life-giving and stuff like that. So I could see that causing an Eon conflict, where kind of similar to how Sheepe and, what was her name? Enna the Harmony? Index. Yeah, Enna the Order. Yeah, Sheepe the Harmony, Enna the Order. So we're going to Penacony, which is where Sheepe's cult lives, the family. And then you have Enna the Order. So yeah, like, Enna got subsumed by Sheepe because Enna's Order, Sheepe's Harmony became a broader path than Enna's Order, and ended up consuming her, so they became, basically, to use, like, an Elder Scrolls, concept, I think it's similar to Kim, where they basically overlapped with each other. Now we have Noose added to the databank, which is cool. We still have 2 more here. I forget what Eons we're missing. We have Equilibrium Boy, we have Finality, we have the one who, like, you know, falsifies history. No, that's Bookshelf, databank. Eons, yeah. Acchiavilli. I guess we could. I know we are Acchiavilli in the Sim Uni, right? So like, I don't think that we're ever gonna get like. Oh, I guess we could in the future, right? But I don't think we will. Anyway, we have Acchiavilli, we have Nanook, we have Lon, we have Noose, we have Sheepe, we have Ix or Nine. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, honestly. We have Klapoth, we have Yausha, we have Ouroboros, we have Aha, Fuli, Adrilla. Oh, we don't have Adrilla. Adrilla could be the one we're missing in the future. Tazeronth we have. Mythos. Mythos is the other one. So you have Mythos, the Enigmata. Hole, the Equilibrium. Is it Hole or Who? I can't remember. Anyway, we have Equilibrium, Adrilla with Beauty, and Enigmata. So we really don't have that many Eons missing from our databank. Yeah, we could end up getting Adrilla maybe in like 6 months from now. It would be cool if a new god is created, that a new character class would be made as well. Yeah, the thing with character classes, I agree with you, that would be cool. The problem is, I don't know if they will. Because right now, we have so many paths that aren't being covered by classes. Mostly because class roles have more or less been decided, right? Like, you have Harmony, which are your buffers, right? You have Erudition, which are your true AoE. Oh my god. There we go. You have Hunt, which is your single target DPS. So you have AoE, you have true AoE DPS, you have single target DPS, you have Abundance, which are healers, sustain. You have your debuffers in Nihility. You have your Preservation, which is other sustain unit, which is shielders, right? I mean, Fu Xuan doesn't function as a shielder, but you get the idea, right? Like, the point is that they make sure that they take damage in place of you, or make it so you can take more damage without hurting your HP bar, whereas the healers help you actually regain lost HP. Yeah, I have that. Hunt, I mentioned. Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, we have Destruction, which Destruction seems to kind of be, like, the best of both worlds, where it's, like, you have, you're somewhere in between AoE and true and single target, and you typically have, like, major drawbacks or added, oh, that's cool. I've never seen Hook. Never saw Hook's idol, so that's neat. Anyway, it tends to be, like, there's some, like, drawback or added, like, gimmick to them, right? Like, most of them, like, they either take HP, or they sacrifice their HP, or they require extra skill points, or their main gimmick is about, breaking, toughness bars more than anything, right? Like, there's always something. That's a lot of gods, huh? Yeah, that's a lot, so, yeah. And the thing is, like you said, there could always be more. Because, from what I understand, the idea with Eons is merely that Eons have simply ascended to be consumed by a quote-unquote path, and a path is created to represent some, you know, abstract concept. And they can obviously be subsumed. I wonder if that means paths can split, too. Like, could Enna the Order return, like, could she be separated from Sheepe, or has she truly just been faded from existence? Right. Also, apparently, like, the Beauty Path is still here, even though Adrilla is allegedly dead. Same with Acchiavilli, and others. So it's like, the Eon doesn't even have to necessarily be alive. It seems to be their path is created along with them, but their path outlasts them. They're more so a avatar to represent the path, and they're bound to follow through with its principles. They don't longer have, like, true individuality anymore. So, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could totally see, like, us getting new gods. And I would actually really like it if what this Ruan Mei quest did was set her up for a future quest, like, let's say, like, 3 years down the line, where she's gonna really start doing some heinous shit, all in the effort of, advancing her knowledge, and she may end up becoming an Eon or something as a consequence. I could see that being, like, a cool conclusion to all that. You have a new Eon in existence. Yeah. Honestly, though, I'm more interested in Dr. Ratio as a character, because he's honestly pretty awesome. I'm so glad we're getting him for free. And his DPS style looks so good. Like, pairing him with Silverwolf and Topaz and stuff has me convinced that, like, yeah, he's gonna be, like, absolutely a menace. Weird. For sure. Anyway, I'm pretty satisfied with where we're at right now. We just need to be able to make it where, like, once Kafka's maxed out, we have to start figuring out what we're gonna do about Black Swan. Because I need a second healer for Memory of Chaos. I also have to figure out Pure Fiction. Like, I have to, like, factor in, like, where Herda and Himiko are gonna fit into this. Because both of them are gonna probably be really good for Pure Fiction, but I don't know if I have them geared out yet. Herda, definitely not. Xingque, I don't know if she's gonna be that useful, because Xingque is, like, an honorary destruction character more than erudition half the time. Gwynaifen and Kafka and Peeps might be good for this too. Oh, thank God we have like 6-week lag time on these new game modes though, because like getting everyone geared up and prepared so I can do them is taking me a lot of time. But whatever, that's for me to figure out. Thanks guys for chilling out with me. I'm gonna end things here. It's been real cool to be able to like do these like casual streams every now and then where I just kind of, you know, I don't have to work, I don't have to like play a game like super try hard or anything like that. I can just kind of sit here and talk to you guys for a little bit. But yeah, in the future, I am planning to go back to the Coffin of Andy and Lily because I want to do the other route in the future. I don't know when. I don't think it's going to be this week, but we'll see. It might be next week, and this week is going to focus more on doing maybe some other side games. Like, I want to go back to Diofield Chronicle and Eternights and finish those up. So maybe we're going to start switching around with that. I got all the Elden Ring shots I wanted for now. It's just now going to depend on whether or not I'm going to need shots for another analysis now. So we might do Elden Ring, like, sprinkled them in there. I might even continue with the Elden Ring Let's Play, just so we can do the Placky fight and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Until then, though, later!